Hi friends, it's Eugene, and welcome to the penultimate episode, day 24 of the 25 push-ups for 25 days challenge to bring awareness to mental health. I had to show off a little bit with my liberal arts vocabulary because when I start reading these research papers, things fall apart really fast. Okay, as promised, today I'll be going over my post-workout recovery drink and the science behind it. Then I'll do a special military ranger test with the push-ups. And I'm gonna end with my favorite workout, the row machine, using high-intensity interval training. So a few years back, I did a blood test and I found out that I was pre-diabetic. And my doctor said, dude, you need to eat 5 salads a week. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So I started eating 5 salads a week, and that is super hard to do because it takes a super long time to eat a salad. You're just chewing leaves forever. There's a big bug flying in here. Whoa, I'm not afraid of it. Okay, so I found, but it's really important that you eat your salad properly, or any food. Dude, what are you doing, bro? Okay, I got enough. Ah! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. I think it's quiet. I think it's good back there. All right. So I was just rudely interrupted by an insect, which is a good source of protein. And I was talking about how you need to chew your food properly. Otherwise, it'll force your stomach to work a lot harder and I guess build up more stomach acid, something like that. So I discovered a trick to being able to chew your food properly, which is to, when you're eating a meal, is to put your eating utensil back down on the table and psychologically focus on chewing your food to a pulp. And don't touch that utensil until you've done so properly. So I was doing that for a long time until I discovered a more efficient way to do it, which is to use a blender. So my post-recovery workout drink consists of a half a cup of milk and then 2 cups of leafy greens such as kale and spinach. 2 cups of that stuff in there. Oh, by the way, when I started to eat leafy greens every day, something amazing happened. I'm usually allergic to like peanut butter and eggs and stuff like that. And then ever since I started eating those leafy greens, all of a sudden my allergic reactions to those things lessened significantly. And there is science behind it. Association of carotenoids, tocopherols, and vitamin C in plasma with allergic rhinitis, which is I think hay fever, and allergic sensitization in adults. So these scientists discovered that there was a negative association between plasma total carotenoids and the prevalence of allergic rhinitis, hay fever. What these scientists are trying to say is that in their test subjects, when they had higher levels of carotenoids, which is derived from fruits and vegetables, there was a decrease in the intensity of their hay fever. In conclusion, high plasma carotenoid concentrations reflecting a diet high in various fruits and vegetables might have a protective effect on allergic rhinitis in adulthood. So that scientifically explains how eating leafy greens every day has allowed me to suppress my allergic reaction to so many things. And it's also allowed me to be able to eat so many more things that I've always been stressed out about. Next up is 1 tablespoon of avocado oil, just like dressing a salad. I used to put an actual half of an avocado in my shake, but then avocados go bad really fast and they're really expensive. So I just use avocado oil to get the same amount of healthy fats. Even though it's a processed food versus a raw avocado, but I'm just being cheap. Carotenoid absorption from salad and salsa by humans is enhanced by the addition of avocado or avocado oil. So these scientists concluded that adding avocado fruit can significantly enhance carotenoid absorption from salad and salsa, which is attributed primarily to the lipids present in avocado. The power of science. Next up is protein powder. And this one's a little tricky because there's 2 types, whey protein and pea protein. I first tried whey protein and I had a really bad experience where I had these crazy dreams one night, like something was biting my foot, and then I woke up and then I saw these hives on my foot and I was like, oh my god. And then next thing I knew, there was hives all over my leg and I ran to the bathroom and I looked and I saw my whole chest was filled with hives and I was like, whoa, no more whey protein. And then I discovered pea protein. And then there's all this other weird research about how there's like high levels of heavy metals like arsenic or something like that in these plant-based powders. So I don't know, it's so confusing. But recently I started to try whey protein again, thinking that maybe all these leafy greens I've been consuming will help me with the allergic reaction to it. And so far I haven't had any problems. The effects of whey versus pea protein on physical adaptations following 8 weeks of high intensity functional training. To summarize, our data suggests that whey and pea proteins promote similar strength, performance, body composition, and muscular adaptations following 8 weeks of high-intensity functional training. Our findings also demonstrated that 8 weeks of high-intensity functional training resulted in significant improvements in muscular strength for the back squat and deadlift. Then I add 1 teaspoon of creatine, but I stopped including it in my shakes early on in this challenge. There's a lot of great benefits, like it helps you build muscle mass and allows you to exert more power during your workout, but it comes at a cost, which is that it allows your muscles to retain water more, but it makes you feel bloated. So I was more interested in being able to see my abs than build mass. A review of creatine supplementation in age-related diseases, more than a supplement for athletes. The dietary supplement can be acquired from food sources such as meat and fish, along with athlete supplement powders. Since the majority of creatine is stored in skeletal muscle, dietary creatine supplementation has traditionally been important for athletes and bodybuilders to increase the power, strength, and mass of the skeletal muscle. However, new uses of creatine have emerged, suggesting that it may be important in preventing and delaying the onset of neurodegenerative diseases associated with aging. Creatine is also totally mental. In regards to long-term memory, for 6 weeks, subjects were given 5 grams of creatine orally per day. Following this protocol, the subjects showed improvements in working memory and intelligence utilizing the backward digit span and Raven's advanced progressive matrices tasks, respectively. In addition to improvement in long-term memory tasks, the elderly subjects improved in both forward and backward spatial recall, as well as forward number recall. Based on these results, the investigators concluded that creatine could enhance cognition in elderly subjects. And there's interesting stuff about Alzheimer's disease. I know some of you may have friends or family that are affected by that disease. In Alzheimer's disease, creatine kinase, I'm not sure if I said that right, creatine kinase activity is reduced by as much as 86%, along with a reduction of in-creatine kinase protein expression of 14%, which suggests that the Alzheimer's disease brain has lower levels of phosphocreatine in the beginning stages of the disease. In conclusion, it remains to be seen if creatine has the ability to alter age-associated progressive neurodegenerative disorders once individuals are in intermediate or late stages of the disease. The usefulness of this compound may prove an important deterrent at beginning stages of dementia or even for increasing muscle strength in Parkinson's disease patients. Furthermore, creatine may serve as a preventative treatment for the long-term consequences of stroke, but may play a more complicated role in Alzheimer's disease. So research is still in progress, but it looks promising. Next up in my shake are frozen fruits. I always include 1/3 cup of frozen blueberries, and then another 1/3 cup of another fruit, like frozen mangoes. Pro tip here, I think Walmart actually has the best selection of frozen fruits. They got like frozen cherries, frozen peaches, frozen pineapples, frozen mangoes, frozen blueberries, just a lot of frozen things. And finally, I top it off with some crushed ice, some water, and then I put it through my Ninja blender. Apparently there are all kinds of blenders, and I've heard from various people that certain blenders really suck because of the pulp gets stuck in all this weird stuff. But the Ninja blender, in my opinion, is the best, but it's the only one I've ever tried, so I have nothing else to compare to. All I know is I've been using it for years. It's been put through its paces, and it works like a beast, man. And there you have it. That was my scientifically inspired post-workout recovery drink. Now it's time to do some push-ups. According to military.com, to be a candidate for Army Ranger School, you need to do a minimum of 49 push-ups in less than 2 minutes. So I'm gonna see how fast I can do 49 push-ups, and For those of you who are first watching this video series, the reason why we're doing 25 push-ups is because it's inspired by the statistic that more than 20 veterans commit suicide per day. Man, okay. And of course, I gotta stretch out beforehand. Oh, and shout out to my friend Bessie, who's more of an expert than I am in physical fitness. She was telling me that in my recovery workout video that this stability ball stretch is kind of dangerous because if you slip, you can really mess up your hip, man. So it's better to just do that stretch on the ground and you still get the same stretch. Yeah, it's true. So don't do anything dangerous. Stability balls are more about stability, like core stability, like this is a really good stretch. Oh man. Wow, look at my pandemic hair. In order to qualify for military ranger school, one of the tests is that you have to do a minimum of 49 push-ups in less than 2 minutes. So I'm gonna see how much I can do. And I have my military dragoon hat. For those of you who play Final Fantasy, you know what I'm talking about. I actually got this hat in Japan, and when I wear it, it makes me feel pretty powerful. Let's see. 2 minutes. 5, 4, 3, 32, 1. Woo, 16. Dang, I stopped. Perfect push-ups too. 20. Oh my god, 25. Okay. 29. Oh my god. Chest to the ground, 29. 30. Oh no, 33. 1 minute, 12 seconds remain. 33. Get it together, man. 7. Oh Lord. 37. 1 minute remain. 40. I didn't hit the ground there. That was 39 instead of 40. 40. 41. 42. Oh no. 44 seconds remain. 4. Come on, man. 34 seconds. 44. 46. Oh my god. 27 seconds remain. 27. 46. 47. 48. One more push-up, man. One more push-up. 49. 50. Oh god. 10 seconds. You did 50. 40% rule. 51. 52. 51. Timer's up. I qualified for military ranger school. Oh, actually, there's like 10 more exercises or something. There's like sit-ups. You run around for a long time or something like that. Okay, friends, now it's time to put this rower to the test using high-intensity interval training. The last time I did a row was on July 13th, and I did it for 33 minutes and burned 350 calories and was in the peak heart rate zone for 48% of the time. Previously, I rode 1 minute on, then 1 minute of rest, and I did it at a steady state, except for the last 10 seconds where I went as hard as I could. This time, with high-intensity interval training, I'm gonna go as hard as I'll go at 90% maximum power output for 30 seconds, and then 30 seconds of rest. So 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest for 30 minutes. Let's see what kind of difference that makes. For today's soundtrack, I think we'll go with Doolab Station again. Let's see what we have here. What's this? Mikal Live at Lightning in a Bottle 2019. Oh, I love that music festival. 31 minutes. 10 seconds begins. 5 minutes have gone by. Feels good, but my arms are starting to feel exhaustion at this point. Man. 20 minutes have gone by. It's interesting. It's not as psychologically exhausting as doing it for 1 minute on and 1 minute off, but it's more physically difficult doing for 30 seconds at 90% output. I actually do feel like my subcutaneous abdominal fat is burning. 15 minutes have gone by out of the 30 minutes. I gotta slow down my pace at this point. I feel really fatigued. 10 minutes remain out of the 30 minutes. I had to slow down my pace by probably about 30 to 40%. But to compensate for that, I did a bigger range of motion to get more to compensate. Time is moving faster, doing it in 30-second increments versus 1 minute, even with the slower trap music. Okay, the last 30 seconds remain. I decided to pick up my pace because it feels a lot easier to go faster than it is to go the full range of motion. Timer's up, man. 291 calories less. 150 more beats per minute at the peak state. Wow, I wasn't expecting to burn less calories. Last time I burned 350 calories. This is more like 290. That's interesting. I am drenched in sweat, but let's see how long my peak heart rate zone was. Here's the row I just did, and I burned 291 calories in 32 minutes, but it looks like I was only in minimal amount of time in the peak heart rate zone. I was mainly in cardio for 53% of the time versus July 13th when I was at 48% peak rate and burned more calories. I thought I would actually be in the peak heart rate zone a lot longer. The only explanation I can think of was maybe I wasn't going at the 90% max power output. It's only 2 data points though. I'd have to do it a few more times to really build up more reliable data. Well, tomorrow is going to be the final day. Thank you for watching so far. The 25 push-ups for 25 days challenge to bring awareness to mental health.